Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I salute you from a new location in which I will be temporarily. I am fixing the space and making sure that it sounds right. I have still a few things to do here and there. In today's video, we will continue working with the bass of our rock ballad. I'm going to show you some important considerations in order to make sure that the song will sound at its best. Coming up next. Okay, so first of all, I would like to wish you all a happy and the happiest new year for all of you. I wish you the best for this new 2021. I hope we can get out of this pandemic and, just get back to our normal lives as soon as possible. If you're a self-producing artist, if you are a aspiring producer, engineer, or recording engineer, this channel is for you. Here we share tips and tools with you that will help you make better songs. Also, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. This way you will be aware every time we have new content on this channel. We are uploading videos every Tuesday. Now what we're going to do is I will show you guys the bass that I recorded. I recorded a Fender Mustang Bass. And so let's just jump into Pro Tools and I will show you the result and how the bass was recorded for this song. Okay, so welcome back to the session and a few things before I get started. So as I did in the previous video, what I'm going to show you today is just the result of me recording the bass, and I will show you a few little trick here and there. But basically, if you would like to see the detail or of my process of how the way I record bass, you can go ahead and click on the link that's above here and it will take you to the bass recording video of the previous series. I'm pretty much following the same process. I'm also talking a little bit more about the bass that I used, which is a Fender Mustang Bass, about the features of the bass and the pickups and all of that. You can see that in more detail by checking out that video. So following that process, what I did is I recorded the bass, several takes, tuning pretty much between every single take, new strings, if possible. It's gonna have a huge impact in the sound. And the trick, or what I was trying to accomplish here, was to be very tight, and making sure that the hits are aligned with the kick drum in this case. And I started by I'm using this is a simulation of a ampeg amp as well. I'm trying out this bias. It sounds pretty nice. Didn't do much to it, just used the preset for this. I think it's an SVT amp, and I increased the volume, the gain a little bit. That's all I did. Also, just to get a little flavor of the bass using the R bass, which I'm going to use at the time of the mix, but I wanted to have it here. As what I have here is basically different takes of the bass, and I was trying to have each hit as tight as possible. Let's take a listen here. I brought down the drums track right above the bass so I can take a look and make sure that everything is aligned. And what I have here is some hits that I had to fix myself in order for them to be aligned with the grid, or particularly with the drums in this case. So I did that in not all cases, but I would say pretty much most of them. And what I do is basically I find a spot where the hits are not perfectly aligned, and I fix that. So for example, this one, I'm using the feature in Pro Tools, tap to transient. So I'm tapping here to the transient, then dividing the waveform. This one here is pretty tight, so I'm not going to move that one. I'm just going to move this hit here. Then I'm using the notch feature in Pro Tools. I'm sure that every single DAW has the ability, but the idea in general terms, what I'm showing you is that basically editing the bass to make sure that every single hit is with a as good timing as possible, so it sounds tight and doesn't lose power, because power is in the tightness of the bass and guitars, and how well they are aligned with the drums. So let's take a listen here. So I follow that process throughout the whole song, and then once I was done, I committed the track, and this was the result, the committed track that I have here. Here it is, the committed track. And then I tuned the bass line using Melodyne, made sure that it was aligned to the key of the song, C major. In this case, it is saying it is A major, which is pretty much the same, to 70% degree. It wasn't that bad. Let's take a look and you'll see what I mean. See, it wasn't really that bad. So just to make sure that everything is a little bit better and close to perfect. The bass is the foundation of the song, so I want to have the bass as good as possible. And it sounds something like this. And so on. Something else that I did to the song while I was listening back to it, I decided to, as an arrangement, a step or production step, I'm not going to use the drums, the percussion during the intro. And all of the parts that have the tick-tock, the clock ticking, are not going to have any drums in them. So that's a change to the song, and it sounds like this. Let me just show you those parts, how they change. Same thing for the connection between the first chorus and the second verse. There was a clock ticking, and I had some drums in that section, but I removed them, and it now sounds like this. Same thing for the final chorus, which also had a little percussion, so I took it out, except for the first initial kick and crash hit, and I just removed the drums from that part. And that's it. I mean, we have the bass pretty much ready. Let's take a listen to a few sections of the song just to check it out. Solo con cerrar mis ojos puedo verte, por gracia puedo entrar confiadamente y estar en un lugar celestial, y estando allí poder descansar. Take a listen to the bridge. Okay, so that's it. What I'm going to do is I have some plugins here, but I'm going to commit the track without the R bass. And this is what I'm going to have as a track to be exported for the mixing session. But right now, I would say the bass is pretty much ready. Okay, so the bass for our rock ballad would be pretty much ready. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the process. If you would suggest anything different to me, as always, I'm interested in learning from your ideas as well. If you were able to learn something from the video, if it gave you some value, please don't forget to hit that like button. That way you will be supporting this channel and we can continue making more content. Now in the next video, we will continue recording the rock ballad. We will move on to guitars. That's gonna be pretty exciting, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't miss it out, and I will see you guys on the next episode.